Bruce Lee was a kung fu movie star and martial arts legend. His father was also an actor in Hong Kong. We all know Bruce Lee could kick some serious butt in the movies. But the question is, could he fight for real? Was Bruce Lee actually a great fighter? Or was he a gigantic fraud? Believe it or not, there are Bruce Lee fanboys who believe if Bruce was alive today and in his prime, he could beat up everyone in the UFC. However, if we take a look at the footage of Bruce punching this heavy bag, it does not look very impressive. As we all know, punching bags don't fight back, and these aren't even real combinations. He's just throwing left-right over and over again. The chances of this working in any fight against any trained opponent is slim to none. The delusional Bruce Lee fanboys that we spoke about earlier in this video will tell you that this is footage of Bruce Lee fighting for real. They've even went as far as to label this Bruce Lee's only real fight. However, upon closer inspection, this is not a real fight at all. In fact, it's nothing more than a choreographed demonstration of Bruce Lee's fraudulent fighting style. I can't decide which looks worse, this or that slap-happy crap that Steven Seagal does in his terrible movies. If your fighting style resembles anything that Steven Seagal does, then that means you're doing it all wrong. Later on during this demonstration, Bruce Lee and his opponent both put on headgear, chest protectors, and gloves and proceed to have a low-energy sparring session which lulls the crowd to sleep. Again, this in no way resembles a legitimate fight, and I would argue that professional wrestling is much more dangerous than what these two guys are doing here. It's almost as if two Steven Seagals decided to steal some catcher's gear and have a sissy slap fight that no one wants to see. After seeing this footage, I can safely conclude that if Bruce Lee was alive today and in his prime, he would get destroyed if he tried to compete in mixed martial arts at any level. However, Bruce Lee fanboys will deny all that, and they will tell you Bruce had superhuman powers, and they will cite his 1-inch punch as proof.
A lot of people talk about 1-inch punch, and that was demonstrated by Bruce Lee, late 70s maybe, and this is what he did. He has an opponent, then purposely they set the chair right behind, because what he does is not really a punch, okay? So he has right foot out, and he goes like this, and he basically pushes the person, and he steps back. He has to sit down, and if he fails, he might even roll. For visual, like this, visually it looks like he gave a lot of power. All I did was just push him a little bit back.
Here's the 1-inch punch, guys. I'll explain it. I'll explain it. Everyone asks, what is the 1-inch punch? So what it is really a flick up and an extension with your lat and extending the shoulder a little bit like out of the socket, extending it out of the AC joint. So it's really a push. I can punch and push, I can hit and also extend through the push. But it's really a push, as you see this little athletic kid here flying. So it's here, wham. I'm gonna extend, I'm gonna push. So I could be in here, 1 inch, whoosh.
I'd say after watching those two clips, that Bruce Lee's magical, mythical 1-inch punch has been thoroughly debunked. Not only are his fighting skills completely fabricated, but his philosophies are every bit as bogus.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
That advice is not only ridiculous, but it completely doesn't make any sense at all. In fact, if you were losing a fight, and in between rounds you were told to become like water, that wouldn't help you at all, and you would continue to get your ass kicked. You've heard my opinion, now I'd like to hear yours. Let me know in the comments section down below. Do you think Bruce Lee was a legitimate fighter or a gigantic fraud?